Recording. Hey, Martians, how are we doing this morning? It's Coach Brian. We're going to try
Coach
something
Shannon.
new.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
Coach Shannon. Say hi to Coach Shannon, everyone. We're going to try something new. We're going to call it our MARSian check-in, and we're going to check in with coaches, maybe some parents, maybe some swimmers. You kind of do it at random, a couple of times a week, maybe, and get this posted out on our Facebook page and our Instagram feed to just check on people and see what the heck they're doing and what's going on in their lives, and maybe have a few questions for them and maybe some mysterious things you didn't know, like how old Coach Shannon is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
because
with the old
she is
stuff.
old, because Coach Shannon is old. And anyway, so we're going to start out today with, like I said, with Coach Shannon. So Coach Shannon, where are you right now?
Well, I'm in my kitchen, at my kitchen table, in
Okay.
my house,
Yeah.
and hanging out with you.
Well, and I'm in the office, just kind of hanging out. Got the dogs here on the floor, and this just chilling. Yeah, like most of the rest of us around the world. I guess the big news today, we saw that the Olympic trial dates have come up in June, mid-June next year, June 13th, which actually is normally our Bill Nixon weekend. So that's going to be fun. And so we got that, and then the new trials cuts are going to be coming out soon. So that's going to be exciting too. So we shall see. So I think I was just going to ask Coach Shannon a couple of questions and kind of see what's been going on in her life, and she can kind of share a few things, and she may even have a few questions for me. We'll see where things go. So generally, what do you do during the day?
Well, I'm getting 2.5 extra hours sleep every day.
Is that a good thing?
I don't have to get up at 4. So we get up at 6:30 because the dog tells us to get up. We are all operating in this house by the dog.
On dog time, central dog time?
Central dog time. But we get up, we have our coffee, given the day, we get dressed and go to my pool and check all the chemicals, rummage around. I had to spend a little bit time, Monday, to getting some school supplies out of my cabinet to do my Zoom stuff with my kids. And then, so then we're Zooming on Mondays and Thursdays. We take 2 walks a day with the dog. We work out in our garage. I'm so sore right now, I can't even stand it, but it feels good to be active. Apparently, everybody in the neighborhood knows my dog Molly, because we go for a 2-mile walk and we stop every 15 minutes because
Molly is kind of a big deal.
But yeah, somebody wants to talk to her. So there you go. That's our day. And then we cook. Since I'm not home to have dinners, I'm cooking dinner, which is a big feat for me. And then we have leftovers for lunch, and yeah, we're doing good.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So I said earlier that you're old, as you and I always joke about you're old. So when is your birthday, by the way?
That would be today.
No, really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes, I got a new pair of tennis shoes, a new shirt, and last night I had birthday dinner with my parents via Facebook portal. So it was a good day.
Those are kind of fun, aren't they? We did one last night ourselves.
It was fun.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
And I have to tell you, this has forced me to be in the technology world.
Yes, it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm old. No, I don't like technology. No, I don't like changes, but it has forced me to do it, which is great. I'm happy.
Sure. So you've been doing the workouts with your swimmers in the afternoon via Zoom, and they also from the platform that we established, that remote training platform. How do you think that's been going?
Well, I've gone from 7 the first call to 5 the second call and to 13 yesterday. So I think it's on the up and up. We had fun yesterday. I was a little tired, but we had fun yesterday.
Oh, that's cool. You think the kids are enjoying it?
Um, I think a couple are. I think a couple turn their cameras off and just kind of watch us be silly.
And play video games?
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a good thing. We're checking in. It's just like we're doing today.
Sure, 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 sure. So I don't know how many people know this. Maybe a lot of them do, but you have been a part of several U.S. national team coaching staffs. Um, what kind of places have you been, and what was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite. I'll have to get to that in a second. My
Okay.
first team trip was to a beach town in Italy called Ostia. You can look that up. It's a beach town. It's a beautiful town, beautiful people. It's on the Mediterranean Sea, and it was an amazing trip. That was my very first trip.
Hmm.
Um,
What did you do there? What was the purpose of the trip?
Open water nationals. I'm sorry, open water. Yeah, open water international trip
Hmm.
um, for that was in 2009. Excuse me, I need to let the dog in. Otherwise, she will take over the thing. Here we go. Come on.
All right. Well, here comes Molly.
There's Molly. I've been to Italy. I've been to Barcelona. Barcelona was with the pool team. I got to watch the open water, but I wasn't with the open water group. I've been to London for the 2012 Olympics.
What's a funny ringtone you have? Dog barks?
Yeah, someone's at my door. Can you pause it?
I think we can. So we're back, and to show everyone that we are real people and we have real lives and real stuff happens. Coach Shannon went to answer her front door, and look what she got. So
I got
happy birthday, Coach Shannon. So anyway, you were talking about 2012 Olympics, London.
right. Which was I think that was my favorite trip, not only because we were at the Olympics, but the athletes swam in a 1940 stainless steel 50-meter pool. And you could see the where the bombs hit in whatever World War it was, World War II,
Mm-hmm.
where the bombs hit, there were indentations in the pool deck and in the pool. So that was the most interesting. Then we moved into the village, and the Olympic Village was amazing. So I mean, that was probably my best trip. Where else have I been? Been to Hawaii for the trip. Been to Australia for a trip.
Yeah. So you went to China one time, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to Shenzhen, China.
Yeah.
And
Kind of cool. Martians. We're Coach Shannon's kind of a big deal, so it's kind of cool. Cool
not
stuff.
anymore because I'm old.
So on any of these trips, what was probably the craziest thing that ever happened? You got any really goofy things or crazy things?
We didn't have enough buoys
Mhm.
to do a course. This was
The
before.
open water buoys?
Right. We didn't have enough buoys to do a course. So I went to, I have two stories. I went to what's in Canada, a Home Depot, if you will.
Right.
And there was a beach ball, a huge beach ball. So I bought it thinking I can make this buoy. Well, long story short, it became a buoy. I had to double side tape a rope around it so we could put a rope around a brick to put it on the bottom of the lake so they could swim. And the bets, it was $1. The bets about the coaching staff was that it wouldn't last through the night, wouldn't last overnight. And this was day 2 of a 7-day trip. It lasted the whole trip.
Well, awesome.
That's my best one. The second was a huge accomplishment for me because I don't speak Chinese or anything. I bought a 6-person pool from Walmart in China
I remember
for
that.
$11.
I remember you telling me about this. This was a like a spa type cooling pool or something. Didn't you
Yes,
use
it
it
was
for
for
ice?
$11, and in the United States, it was like $59.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's awesome.
that's my biggest accomplishment. And then we left it when we left the facility because we were done. We left it for the USA baseball team, and they kept it up. Is I left them bleach because you had to put bleach in there to kind of clean it all the time. I left them bleach. I left them water purifier stuff, and they had a whole that they had their icing. That's where we iced everybody down.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
They had their icing for the next week.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, we don't want to keep this for a million years. So, any particular questions for me?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you got to put your glasses on.
Yes, I do because I
See, I
can't.
just leave mine on.
Soon. All right. So, who is Coach Brian?
Who's
Well,
Brian?
Coach Brian is a wonderful individual that I've known for what,
Oh,
30 years?
got to be about 30 years now. Yep.
30 years.
Yep.
And I like to call him my best friend.
Ah, indeed.
Uh,
Likewise, I'm sure.
but did you know that Coach Brian was a professor? What were you a professor of?
Yes. Well, yeah, I was a professor of biomechanics. I taught at UTA, and for about 10 years, yeah, for actually 11 years. For 11 years, taught biomechanics and statistics, as well as some applied kinesiology classes and some structural anatomy type stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it for about 10 years.
Are you and your wife published?
We are, yeah. Several journals, scientific journals in biomechanics. And Coach Suzanne has a couple of projects she worked on while she was in graduate school on a couple of NASA funded projects for looking at, the effects of microgravity on certain physiological things. All my published works are in biomechanics. And then I've got a couple of books out over the years, many years ago, on
Wow.
nutrition and basic exercise and training type things.
So as you see, folks, he's kind of a big deal too.
Again, I'm old and I've just done a lot of stuff.
Okay, so did you guys know that Coach Brian is a teacher in the Arlington Independent School District? What do you teach?
I do. Yes, I am. I teach AP macroeconomics. I'm a teacher at Lamar High School. So economics teacher. And so I teach they're all seniors, mostly 18 years old, all good kids. I enjoy it a lot. And I've been doing it 20 years, I guess, in my 21st year at Lamar. So yeah.
Awesome. 21st year at Lamar?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody wants to know, where do you go in the summer?
Where do I go in the summer? Well, we go to the Outer Banks, North Carolina, a town called Nags Head. And it's a place, it's kind of a funny story. It's a place that I always wanted to go to as a kid. And I really do not remember why, but I know I've always wanted to go there. And I think it maybe had something to do with the Wright brothers. You know, for you guys, Kitty Hawk is just literally a mile away, and where the Wright brothers did their first flights. And so we just happenstance, we started going there about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. And we rent a house out there on the beach, and we go week of 4th of July every year for, well, like I said, 12 or 13 years now. It's awesome. Yeah,
That's
really
awesome.
Hopefully we get to go again this year.
Yeah. Tell us about your love for the beach.
Yeah, the beach, yeah, that doesn't suck. The beach does not suck. Although my favorite thing, I've got to say, my favorite thing on the beach is to really not do much of anything. I put up an umbrella and I sit there and I read and I snooze and I watch my children jump around in the water and just kind of hang out mostly. I participate too, but mostly just kind of hang out.
That's fun. Tell us a little bit about your love for soccer.
Yeah, I kind of like soccer a lot. So some of the swimmers know I right out of high school. When I graduated high school, I went into the U.S. Air Force, and shortly thereafter was stationed in England, where I played for the Air Force there. And then I also later on played for a low level professional team, kind of what we would call a semi-pro team here for a couple of years. And so basically my formative years from about 17 till 22 or so, I was, in England playing soccer every day almost. And that was my job, to play soccer. And it was kind of fun. And so ever since then, it's kind of my big deal. I've been playing and following it very closely since I was a wee lad.
Sure, wee lad. Awesome. All right. So my last question is, what do you like to do outside of the swimming world?
I like to run. Coach Suzanne and I run a lot. We run more or less every day. And what else I do? We like to cook. We like to travel when we can. Swimming isn't real conducive to traveling, but we do like to travel. And like just to hang out at home, because the life of a swim coach is, you're up at the crack of dawn. Coach Shannon gets up at 4. I get up at 4:44 every morning. And I don't know why. Don't ask me why. The alarm never goes off, by the way, but it is set for 4:44. I always get up before that. And I like my dog. You probably don't know that my dog Max, his real name is Nautius Maximus, but Max is the brother of Coach Shannon's dog, Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are siblings, same litter. So.
All right,
so
so
they're about to be 2 years old.
They are about to be 2 years old. I have one more question. I'm going to answer first, and then you answer.
Okay.
The question is, what are you binging on? I know this for you, but I'm binging on Chicago PD. What are you binging on?
Well, this has been kind of fun, actually. And I know, and I told you about this because I know you used to binge on this.
Oh, my fave.
Yeah, is NCIS. And we just started like at the beginning because my 2 teenage daughters had never seen it. And it's when the little girls go to bed, the big girls and Coach Suzanne and I all sit on the couch and in the evenings, and we've been going through this. Well, we started with season 1, so we have many, many seasons to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully we don't get to watch them all before this is over. But that's been kind of the neat thing. And I know you guys don't know. Well, I'll let Coach Suzanne tell you what she does, but it's been of a particular interest of hers. So I'll just leave it at that. But that's what we've been binging on is NCIS. It's been pretty good.
My husband, Chris, he never seen Chicago PD, so we started at the beginning. I watch it periodically, but we started at the beginning, and it's like one of those Netflix shows, if you will.
Yeah.
Can we go to the next one? Can we go to the next one? Can we go to the next one? So he's enjoyed it a lot.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. Well, this has been fun. I hope anybody who sees this thinks it's cool. We're going to go ahead and put this out on our Facebook page, as I said, and Instagram feed. Send us questions. If you have some particular questions that you want to ask a particular coach or anybody, let us know, and we'll make sure it happens. So I'm not sure who we're going to see next time, but we'll see you later. Be safe.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody take care.